Looks like we are here. Make sure everything sounds cool. Ah, good. What do we do? Good, good, good. All right. How's everybody doing? All right. Desmond Works. What's going on, my brother? What is going on? Let me get this situated. What's going on there? Okay, that's weird. All right. Well, welcome to the Beatzilla PDX official show. I am your host, Beatzilla PDX officially. Hopefully, everybody starts getting the notifications coming on in. Let me get that off of there. Let's get back in there. Make sure everything is good. How's everybody doing? Keisha Johnson, greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome. This is your midweek report. And we are live here, broadcasting live right now. Broadcasting from Portland, Oregon. All right, let me get this. There we go. All right. So we got some breaking news here in the city. Let me see here if I can pull this up. This, like, right before I came on, just literally happened. Um, let me see. Um, Public schools. Okay, so 18 hours. Oh yeah. Okay, no, that's not right. That's right. That was just a joke. So anyway, we have a new mandate coming out in our city in Portland, Oregon. We have an outdoor mask mandate coming. Our governor, Kate Brown, has now elected to put us in a situation to where if you're at an outside gathering, so they're trying to classify it now, uh, then you are mandated to wear a mask. Um, I don't really know about outdoor masks. Me for myself, if we're out chilling, I'm not worried about no mask outdoors. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, yeah. Um, I'm gonna play this video for you so you can see our governor. Also, take note. Something else I'm seeing just to kind of keep an eye on in the future. Kathy B, hey, hey, welcome, welcome. Something to keep an eye on in the future is that how we got our governor, Kate Brown, is by default. There was a scandal that went on with our previous governor, so he resigned. By default, she being in the next position, she got uh, the position. Well, with that being said, she did get reelected. But if you're noticing what happened in New York recently, look at that situation. They actually have a woman governor now because Cuomo has to step down. Same thing happened here. I look at the dynamics of the White House right now. It looks like the same thing could possibly happen there too. So it's just something to keep an eye on and just keep watching because you know these devils is tricky. You know, um, very tricky. So let me put this up here for y'all. So this is the mandate that our governor just recently put out, explaining her logic behind her mandate. So without further ado, Oregon Governor Kate Brown.
And COVID-19 and the quickly spreading, highly contagious Delta variant. Today, we have 1,000 COVID patients in our hospitals, a terrifying milestone. Delta is ripping through communities around the state and across the country, flooding hospitals and stretching thin our nurses and healthcare staff as they work to treat patients, hitting hard our communities with low vaccination rates. This is not a drill. In some cases, hospitals are having to put patients in hallways. Many are delaying other critical surgeries and treatment for patients because there is not the staffed bed for them to recover in. This is not only devastating to the COVID patients that need assistance, but to anyone else across the state in need of care. That's why I'm continuing to take actions to protect Oregonians and save lives. Today, I'm announcing that effective Friday, August 27th, masks will be required in all public outdoor settings where physical distancing is not possible, regardless of vaccination status. Masks have proven to be effective at reducing transmission and are a necessary measure right now, even in some outdoor settings, to help us fight COVID and to protect one another. In addition, the Oregon Health Authority strongly recommends masking in outdoor gatherings at private residences where people from different households do not maintain physical distance. This virus knows no boundaries, and community spread can turn a small gathering into an outbreak. The harsh reality is that this Delta variant is much more contagious than previous variants we've seen. It has dramatically increased the amount of virus in our communities. I want to stress, however, that this rule doesn't mean you have to wear a mask at all times outdoors. You do not need to mask up for the fleeting pass by on a hiking trail or your morning walk with your dog. It does mean that you have to take personal responsibility and use common sense in outdoor spaces where you can't physically distance yourself. I know we're all tired of masking, but this simple act of kindness and compassion protects our communities and saves lives. Masks, in combination with vaccines, are a powerful way we can work together to fight this latest surge in COVID-19 and prevent deaths. Vaccination continues to be the best way you can protect yourself and your family from the Delta variant, and the most effective way we can help our exhausted nurses and doctors who are working around the clock to treat Oregonians sick with COVID in our ICUs, the majority of whom are unvaccinated individuals. Vaccines are free, and now with full FDA approval of the Pfizer vaccine this week, we have additional reassurance that the vaccines are safe and effective. So don't wait to get vaccinated. Visit covidvaccine.oregon.gov to find information and a vaccine near you. Roll up your sleeves, take your shot, wear your mask, and please stay safe out there.
All right. Well, so now we have a new mask mandate for the outdoors. You know, Lavelle Howard, what's going on? What's going on? Silent D in the house. Kathy B. Right, Silent D. So, you know, just looking at the powers that be and what they're pushing. Also, something that she has recently done is came out and basically opened Oregon's borders to all the refugees from Afghanistan that desire to come here, I guess. So, again, understanding this is something that the 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 Biden administration basically already promised to do. Now we're seeing how it negatively affects us. So at this point, we're bringing thousands upon thousands of refugees over without any kind of test whatsoever. You have immigrants coming from the border that aren't being tested, yet and still, everything is being put on actual citizens. And it's just amazing to me that nobody looks at that as an issue. Um, but you know, uh, this is for me, and we'll kind of revisit a little bit of this later. But understand, anytime you see so much effort, if you see it on TV, that's money being made for someone. So somebody's making money off this push. I would say look into the corporations who are making it. One of the interesting things into the corporations behind the smaller corporations that are putting out certain stuff, where they're from, they're actual the first to be heavily uh, jabbed up, and now they are spiking. Still somehow blaming it on the unjabbed, which I'm not sure how that works. Because if you have a person that's never been sick, they can't get anyone sick. Uh, but, that's neither here nor there. It is common sense. But, propaganda is a heavy machine and it's a heavy beast. Strong one at that, a very strong beast. We see how propaganda works. Um, oh, another piece, like real quick, how propaganda works in the media. I was watching some on the news the other day, one of these black news channels, and this woman said when she was referring to the black community, black women. She made sure she mentioned black women. She mentioned black trans. When it came down to the situation that actually disproportionately targeted black men, she started changing up the lingo to black people. She never once uttered the word black men or words. So again, just looking at that, like, okay, that's kind of a little bit of subtle propaganda right there because it's putting a wedge that doesn't even belong there in there. But, subtle as it may be, it's still just as evil. Still just as evil. So, next is an interesting story coming out of my city once again. So, this incident happened here in Portland, uh, I guess over the weekend. And we had a racist Karen incident, a racist crazy Karen. Uh, and so she had an axe and a machete, and then tried to kidnap one of the sister's kids. Kid was saying that that was her kid. I mean, this story is absolutely nuts. Uh, Absolutely nuts. So let's check this out. Which one is it? Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Everything should be back on. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Good Lord. Oh, Lord. I don't know what the hell just happened, but we're back. Okay. Um, you know what? This might be a StreamYard issue because I've been seeing other content creators having issues. So this definitely might be a StreamYard situation because can't say it's on my end. Okay. Goddess Shemaya, you say you can't hear me now? Can you hear me? Is everybody saying else? They can hear me. Let me see. You say you can't hear me now? Oh, okay. No, yeah, I got sound. I got sound on my end. All right. So, like you seen that story with this crazy lady, we'll see what happens with that with that situation. Uh, but yeah, these people come down here and she's up there trying to snatch their kid. What in the world is going on there? You know, that was a crazy story. I just woke up this morning and saw that. It's like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on? So, y'all know what time it is in Portland. This is the flagship of space, home of Voodoo Donuts. So everybody who comes to Portland always like, I gotta go get Voodoo Donuts. I mean, it's a cool novelty. Uh, it it's a donut. If you're into if you're like a donut connoisseur, by all means, they would probably have what you want. You got all the extra like fancy, funky, different type of deals. So let me move on. So this other story. Now, y'all know I've been talking about LeVar Burton. Greetings. Rashana Morrison. Greetings. Welcome. All right. Y'all keep coming on in. S Mont, welcome. B1. Yeah, Voodoo Donuts is very popular. Actually, they might have one in Nevada right now. So you might want to look it up because I know they've expanded. Um, so they have some in different states. I think they have. I think they've even reached the South. So you might want to look if you see Voodoo Donuts, it's the same company. They're just branching out. Um, so let me see. Let me get over here with this other story. This is funny. Um, Jeopardy. They just keep looking worse by the day. Let's see. Coming. Nope. Let me try to do it again. Um, so as it turns out now, they're saying TMZ is reporting. Let me see. Okay. So we'll keep that, but we'll go back. Okay. So what? Because since I'll play the sound, because they ding you. So let me show you this headline. Let me show you that. Look at this headline. LeVar Burton, Jeopardy never talked to him about becoming a host, but he's not alone. Well, whatever. Absolutely, Keisha. Oh Lord. But so they're saying they never ever considered it. Well, of course they didn't. We know that. There is a video. Okay, so I guess they ran up on him um, somewhere to ask him. So let me read a little bit of this. Uh, let's see. So it says LeVar Burton might be the fan favorite to take over the permanent host of Jeopardy following Mike Richards' exit, but he's never been seriously considered for the role, TMZ has learned. Production sources tell us Sony Studios execs loved the Reading Rainbow star as the guest host, but they didn't think he was the right fit for the daily syndicated quiz show. And the same can be said about almost all the other guest hosts. As we first told you, Jeopardy head honchos wanted Mayim Balak to replace Alec Trebek as the sole host, but her busy schedule wouldn't allow it. So her EP Richards, so executive producer Mike Richards, got the daily gig. Of course, now they went. Okay, of course, now they want her even more. Sony, that is. Our sources say Mayim Bialik and Mike were only guest hosts who had talked with Sony about hosting full time. So LeVar getting snubbed wasn't personal, and he wasn't alone. Yeah, of course not. But yeah, what does that mean? Woke one. Yes, indeed. Welcome. You know, it wasn't personal. They're making a point to put that out there, aren't they? It wasn't personal. Well, let's see. Let's see what this says. It says so. However, we're told Sony did speak with LeVar Burton about other projects outside of the Jeopardy brand, and those opportunities are still a possibility. Sources close to LeVar tell us he has no hard feelings. He has got his guest shot at hosting, which he really wanted, and he gave it his all. Okay. Well, this is, I guess they stopped you.
LeVar, how are you, sir? So I gotta ask, man. So many people want you to be the guy, the new Jeopardy host.
I got nothing to say.
No comments?
Done. Zero.
Would you do it?
What does no comment mean?
I still gotta ask. I still gotta ask, brother. Listen, you're my favorite.
God bless.
I've been watching you since I was a kid. Are you hoping that they call?
No comment.
No comment, buddy. Thank you. Good luck.
Well, and in classy fashion, he just he kept it cool like he's supposed to. But so as we see, the Jeopardy brand is just looking more and more anti-black as time goes along. We've been following this little situation for a while over here. So, now we're seeing he was never considered. Well, of course not. But then they're going to tell you, oh, it's nothing personal. Come on now. We have to be a little more using our third eye to really, really peak game here. And I don't think you really got to do that much. This should be clear. This should be abundantly clear. They wasn't fooling with a black man as the permanent host of Jeopardy. That's all that says to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. I doubt it. So, in other news, this is a very, very interesting story. Let me get this on. See if I can get this on the screen for y'all. Because this is pretty interesting. Okay, it's there. Okay. Y'all gotta see this headline. Oyela Arquette, welcome. Y'all see that headline? The FBI is selling a surveillance plane it used on Black Lives Matter protests. That's a jet. That's a multi-passenger jet. How many people did they have in that? So the FBI got a jet for sale because there's no more black folks to chase down in the streets right now. Can you believe this? I mean, come on, man. It doesn't get more plain than this. The aircraft watched protests in Washington, D.C. in June last year as it flew over Baltimore in 2015 after Freddie Gray's death. 2015? That's interesting, ain't it? I mean, so that means that these people have been on black folks' heads for a minute. Let's see. An advanced spy plane that was used to watch Black Lives Matter protests in Washington, D.C. last year is now up for sale. A listing for the Cessna Citation jet has appeared on a website run by the General Services Administration to sell surplus federal government property. The aircraft carries a Westcam MX-20 camera turret. I'm assuming that's got to be one of them like extra zoom in type joints. They getting facial recognition off of you and some more stuff. My goodness. Which is designed for high altitude, persistent surveillance. With infrared sensors, it can monitor targets day and night, and in recent years has been used for some of the FBI's most important surveillance missions. But this is something that they will use for black folks. So this is a whole plane. You can't hear me, Keisha? I'm pretty sure I'm good. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Try refreshing, Keisha. You might have to go out. If you're on your phone, you might have to go out and go back in. I don't know what StreamYard was doing today. So yeah, in June, let me go down here. In June 2020, a BuzzFeed News review of flight tracking data provided by website FlightRadar or Flight Radar linked the plane to a high-profile raids, including the capture of gang members on drugs and weapon charges in Northern California in 2018, drug trafficking bust in Puerto Rico in 2018 and 2019, and drug, firearms, and money laundering arrests in Alabama in 2019. Although the FBI says it does not monitor activity protected by the First Amendment, BuzzFeed News also tracked the plane circling Washington, D.C. in June 2020 during the Black Lives Matter protests after the murder of George Floyd by Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, which that should be former Minneapolis police officer. We also found that the plane circled Baltimore in April and May 2015, following the death of Freddie Gray from injuries sustained in police custody. This reporting was subsequently cited by 3 Democratic members of Congress in a letter to the Federal Privacy and Civil Liberties Oversight Board, asking it to investigate federal government surveillance of Black Lives Matter protests. Man, check that out. So I mean, they even got the damn flight plan up there. That's crazy, y'all. You see that? So that tell you how they getting down. You feel me? Man. So, that is what it is. Okay. So they got a whole plane. Now, how much do you want to bank on that? It's just not a damn plane. Now, they could sell the plane, of course, because who they really paying attention to ain't going to be out there in no protests. Why else would they scrap such a valuable piece of surveillance technology? What that tell you? That tell you that they're plugged into a different entity, which we all right here and accessible on YouTube in these YouTube streets. So it is what it is. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, so now getting into some of the things that I'll be wrapping this broadcast up with. Looking over at Israel. So, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, just looking at how our governor and many other media outlets, entities, government keep pushing a certain line, keep pushing a certain, they keep repeating it. Well, you have to, if you all followed me long enough, you have seen my broadcast about Teva. If y'all remember that, I showed y'all who Teva was. I showed you the makers of Actavis, Percocet, Xanax. I showed you the makers of that. Yes, indeed. What is this? Okay. So let me see something here. Let me show this screen because this is pretty interesting. Considering that Teva is a Israeli, it's an Israeli biotech. They're not even biotech. They are a full service medical. They're basically big pharma. In a nutshell, they're basically big pharma. Okay, let me get this up here for you. And see what's going on over in Israel right now. Let's see here. I don't tell you to take the story down. What's going on here? Okay, I was going to say. Okay. Can we get this up here now? Just 2 months later. Just a little bit. Let's see. What did that say there? No. There. There. Damn. Woo-wee. What did that say? Fully jabbed up people with weakened immune systems appeared particularly vulnerable to the aggressive, deadly variant. Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess that's pretty interesting. The timing, because we just had one strain to deal with. After you started entering other things into the mix and conversation, now we have variants. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. But I mean, we're talking about the people who seek to clone people, transhumanism, stuff like that. So when we have those type of situations, we got to understand what we're up against. One of them is just knowing the players, and that's why I would say go back to my weekly wrap up broadcast from few weeks ago, to where I'm literally talking about Teva, and Teva is something that you need to check out. Louise, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let me see where I got that at. So I want to show you some of the players. We'll touch on this a little bit. Um, because again, I keep saying this is about control, and it's about making as much money as they can on the way out, on the way out the door. We are seeing the going out of business sale of America, and the liquidated assets are you and I. Doesn't that make sense? I mean, think about it. You have a and this is literally the country that made everyone rich based off of free labor. How's that sit with you? If somebody is saying, let's get heard anything, you should go on alert. That's just how my mind works. Oh, before I get to that next story, let me just read off a few different things that's happened in recent news. Number one, the Pentagon is requiring all the troops to get COVID vaccines ASAP. That is reported by Politico from about 7 hours ago. Also, CBS is reporting today that how the House passes John Lewis's Voting Rights Advancement Act on party lines. Okay. Also, we have Herschel Walker. He launches his Senate campaign in Georgia. For my Georgia family out there, y'all might want to be concerned about that move. Yeah, and I think that's about it. So yes, let me get back to this. Okay. So understanding what some people can say. Let me play this first video. And again, I'm no this is from a vantage point or an understanding, or shall I say, this is just my position of how I'm viewing things and just doing a little bit of research on things. So, in my research, just kind of trying to put two and two together, let's look at something here. I found this kind of interesting. Let's see. This is okay. Yes, this is a commercial. So we've heard a lot of things about the jab. So I'm gonna play a little something for you about that. They can call me a conspiracy theorist. Oh, wow.
今回はですね、ウォークスルー型の決済を我々トライアルと、それからパナソニックさんと共同で運用実験を開始しております。ウォークスルー型決済、RFID を使ったですね、
Oh, wow.
より今までにない便利で素早い決済方法ということで導入をしております。パナソニックさんが持たれているいろんなそのメーカーとしてのハードの提供力、ウォークスルー型の決済というのはどうやって機械的に実現するか。なおかつ私どもが UI、UX、ユーザーにどう使いやすいものを提供するか。それからこういう実験環境をですね、実際に用意して本当に運用に変えれるかと。今までにないスルー感、本当にこれで決済終わったのというぐらい簡単なですね、オペレーションになりますので、未来型のストアということでいけばですね、Amazon Go に適するようなレベルじゃないかなというふうに考えています。
実証実験は大きく特徴として2つあります。
They're
1
calling
つは
Amazon
最終のお
Go.
客さんにスピーディーな会計を実
Amazon
現する
One
ウォークスルー決済。従来のようなバーコードによる商品スキャンを必要とせず、 RFID を用いて無線で商品を読み取ることによって実現しております。そしてもう一つは商品一つ一つを管理する庫品管理システム。RFID はバーコードよりも非常に多くの情報を持つことができます。商品一つ一つに番号をつけて管理することができることによって、例えばクラウドでその番号に紐付けて商品固有の賞味期限情報などを管理し、動的に値引きをする、価格を変更するといった新しい取り組みができるシステムになっております。小売さんだけではなくですね、物流さんだったり、製造工場だったり、この RFID を利用したいろんなソリューションを提供することによって、みんながよりよく生活できるような、そういう社会にしていきたいと思っています。
All right, y'all.
こちらはビューレカプラットフォーム対応のカメラになります。店舗におけるお客様の購買データ、もしくは購買に至らなかったデータを集めることができます。カメラからクラウドに直接データを送りますので、工事とかセッティングとか非常に簡素にできる。
Look like that Matrix, don't it?
商品の品揃え、商品棚の改善、そういったことにつながりますので、お客様の CS 向上につながると我々は感じています。
Here's one thing you gotta
Panasonic.
understand. When they're ushering in something, they usher it in a certain way. And usually things like this, it comes in like, well, this is going to be a service. So it looks like it's a good thing for you. It's going to be a benefit for you. Really, it's not. You know what I mean? It's not at all. This is no benefit. So what this is they're ushering in the idea of getting something in you, making you something that you're already not, you know? So let me I'll do this. Actually, let me just play this. You gotta get a good idea for what I'm talking about.
I think.
Okay, here we go. Let me fix that so that keep tripping. All right. Okay. So this Zebra Technologies is the corporation that actually is making the RFID chips. And they're working very heavily with certain other entities that are prominent in the news every day right now.
I think that this whole getting a very cold product to everybody, it can only really be handled by Zebra. Tell me what you're doing to get the vaccines to us.
Yeah, around COVID, first we've been helping with all sorts of things around healthcare, with pop-up facilities, the drive-through test facilities, and so forth. But specifically, when it comes to the vaccine transportation, you can say at the high level, it's a supply chain like any other, but it has this unique wrinkle of it being a very cold chain supply chain. So we have a solution we call temp time that basically are vaccine vial labels, or can also be in boxes and pallets, where it will change color based on the temperature exposure. So we can help to quality control the vaccine, so to make sure that when it is injected in somebody, when it's administered, it's been within the right temperature range to ensure maximum efficiency. And we also have now our new Reflexis software applications, where we have a module which helps pharmacies and other smaller clinics to schedule all the patients who want to come in and be ejected.
Really? So we have the capability. The two things I was worried about was, would my dose be going bad because it got too hot, and no one be able to handle the influx of people? You're telling me that Zebra's making these things happen?
We started doing our best and working with lots of different players in the industry to make sure that we can offer our support and help to make this as a seamless process as possible.
Are y'all hearing this?
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer.
I hope y'all caught that. Okay. So they're working with other people in the medical field. These people make RFID chips. What is it about this thing that's going on that they should have their hands in? Are you kidding? Oh, no. So let me play. This is, I believe, a older video.
Bring in Anders Gustafsson. He's CEO of Zebra Technologies. Anders,
this is from 2020. Let me get this up here. So the same dude, this is the same dude that was just talking. This is from last year. Now, listen to how he talks about his product.
it's great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So let's talk about what's driving your business right now. Barcodes, QR codes, and more, right?
And more.
Yeah, it's all of those things. But what we really do for our customers, we help them to digitize and automate all their essential workflows. So that goes across retail, healthcare, transportation, logistics, and manufacturing.
So explain what's really going on here in terms of the business model, because we're kind of seeing the front end piece of that, which is why I love the name Zebra Technologies. We see the black and white, but what are you really selling to companies?
Yeah, we started off as making barcode printers, but we've expanded into mobile computers, scanners, and a lot of other solutions that help to basically digitize and automate processes. So if you take example of in retailers, we help to drive e-commerce. We drive omni-channel, or now buy online, pick up in store. So if you think of a big trend that's happened here over the last 4 or 5 months, that's the shutdown. Consumers are much more excited about buying online, pick up at store, and we help to make sure that they have the right inventory on the shelves. The retailers have the right inventory on the shelves, as well as making sure that they have people who can staff and pick all those orders.
Yeah, and you have a number of clients well known to our audience: Ford, Walgreens, Office Depot. But the NFL is a surprising partner for you. Reportedly, this includes RFID tags that will help measure hits to the head in the past. And I wonder if you're going to be using these for COVID this year with that organization or with any others.
With something.
But yeah, we're very excited about the relationship we have with the NFL. We've been partnering with them for 6 years, and we are the official on-field player tracking provider. So when you see, and next-gen stats, we basically fuel all the data for next-gen stats. So we have RFID tags under the shoulder pads on the players, and we have it in the football too. So we can track all the movements in real time, how fast they run, how fast they accelerate, the distance between players, all of those things. And it's a great way of showing how we can track and trace basically anything for our customers. And we have developed now a COVID solution specific to help track how employees are moving. So make sure that we can give an alarm if two employees get closer.
Did you hear what he just said? I'll wind that just a bit. Now, the whole tag part needs to raise your eyebrow. But listen to this part.
To help track how employees are moving. So make sure that we can give an alarm if two employees get closer than 6 feet from each other, or also do contact tracing. And if somebody were to contract the virus, we could tell who they've been in contact with over the last number of days.
Yeah, no, and it's so interesting to know that you help power those NFL stats that we're used to seeing on the screen, and hopefully we'll see again this year. So let me ask you about the coronavirus and about the demand for your products in general. Are you seeing a kind of permanent shift higher in terms of what's likely for sales and profitability as a result here, because there's just so much more, such a bigger market?
Yeah, I think we've seen a number of strong secular trends that were present before to become even stronger. So anything to do with e-commerce, or omni-channel and buy online, pick up in store, as examples. We've seen grocery retailers doing particularly well, and the trend around buy online, pick up at store has gone from being kind of a niche application to now being more of a mainstream. And I expect that consumers, once the whole COVID situation is over, will still continue to do buy online, pick up at store as a way of augmenting visiting stores. But those trends aren't going away. And in healthcare, as an example, there we did digitize the whole patient journey to make sure that we can both improve the quality of care as well as the efficiency of delivering that care.
Yeah. Well, Anders, thank you so much for joining us again. The stock 88% off its lows, almost a $15 billion market cap now. Thanks for telling us more about the company.
Thank you.
Anders Gustafsson is the CEO of Zebra Technology.
Now, understand, that conversation there didn't have a damn thing to do with your health. But look at what they're doing. Look at who they're involved with. Look at what they're involved with. See, show me somebody else that has showed you these people. While people talk about how much research they do, has anybody ever seen these people that I've been showing you? And all of this has tie into DARPA. I hope y'all been doing your research, doing your homework, researching that DARPA. And always, always, always follow the money. Always follow the money. So, with that being said, there is one last story that I need to get to. Or actually, you know what? No, let me do this first, because this needs to. Okay, let's get that correct. And please like and share this video. Yeah, I need to show y'all this. I almost forgot. Oh Lord, yes. Oh man, I sent some of y'all this, and so y'all know what I'm about to get into. Okay. So let me go there. Okay, close that. Let me open this up for y'all. Come on. Yes, indeed. That's a crazy story, though. And it's a crazy situation. It's one of those that we have all, well, I would say for the most part, me personally, I have always heard, it's like that beware of the machines type of deal. And here we are, when they're trying to actually turn you into a machine. It's like Bicentennial Man in reverse. you've never seen that movie, you might want to check it out. Get this in here. Okay. All right. Let me show you this. And I'm not really doing a story on this because I still don't know the particulars, but this needs to get out there. And I'm sure y'all seen it. Queen Amadai Shakur and many others have done a few videos and been posting this out there, just making sure that it's seen because it needs to be.
They're not feeding their adopted child. She's crying. They're being racist towards their daughter. You guys we need to expose these people, this family. Look at her. She looks hungry. And they're making her say that she's not hungry. And these people are disowning her, and they're probably using her as a slave like they were back in the day. So, yes, the sheriffs are on the way. I called the cops because, yes, I'm a Catholic-ass person, and I'm not about to watch this go by. That is very rude and very disgusting of these people. And, yes, these people are scaring this little girl.
I believe it.
To this family, they're not feeding their adopted child. She's crying. They're being racist towards their daughter. You guys we need to expose these people, this family. Look at her. She looks hungry. And they're making her say that she's not hungry. And these people are disowning her, and they're probably using her as a slave like they were back in the day. So, yes, the sheriffs are. She's crying. They're being racist towards their daughter. You guys.
Okay. Should be close. All right. So we've seen that. I've seen an update on that, which is saying that they, of course, it's all BS. So they're kind of just doing the cover up. Of course, I'm from Portland, Oregon, so I know all about the Hearts and how that situation went down with them nutty women driving them babies off the cliff. Still to this day, the boy Devontae Hart has still not been found. He was supposedly believed to be killed in the accident, but there was never any evidence that he was ever in that car when they drove it off that cliff and killed the rest of those children. After CPS paid a visit to their house about the abuse of those Black children. So, let me show you some of this other stuff. Now, with what I was just showing you and those people, the Tevas and the people who the Pfizer's and Moderna's and Johnson and Johnson's and the other companies I have just recently shown you. Well, when they roll out something on one end, they roll out the answer to it on the other.
A post about this shit, I don't miss nothing. I'm always on go. Alright, a lot of people have been posting about these lights being put up across the world. Now, I don't understand if y'all know how serious this is, but shit getting real. These lights are used to determine who's vaccinated and who's not. Whether you believe me or not, that's on you. People have been making excuses saying, oh, these lights are just upgrades. No, the fuck they aren't. It's bigger than that. Ask yourself this question: why are they putting these lights up now? They could have been put these lights up a long time ago.
I thought it wasn't true, right? So I'm looking around. I'm about to go to my job, right? And I'll just show you. Okay, this is the Lynx train, right? This is the Lynx train station. This right here is the epicenter. So regular street light, then boom, black light. That is look at the leaves. Just look at that. Look at the leaves. Black light. But this shit is weird. What is the government doing?
Now look at this next video of a girl showing another UV light. Okay, and I'm speaking to the vaxxers and the liberals. Y'all don't understand how serious this is.
Okay guys, you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. I don't care anymore. The shit is getting crazy. I've been seeing all these videos about these black lights popping up in all the neighborhoods, and then videos of the vaccinated glowing underneath the black light. So please tell me, this is a regular light in my neighborhood. What is that?
Yikes.
Why would they install a black light? Why? Okay, so here it is up close. It's not really coming through on camera, but I did happen to order a couple weeks ago when I seen those videos a glow-in-the-dark pen, and look, it is glowing underneath this black light. Okay, and for all you naysayers, here's the pen in the regular street light. It's not glowing like it was with the other one that was clearly a black light.
I don't know about you, but I want a future. I would like a future. I don't want to die like this. We all gotta die, but I ain't trying to die like this. I do not want to live in tyranny. I do not want a global genocide. Wake up, people. We need to all unite and stop fucking around.
I hope y'all paying attention. I hope y'all are paying attention. Okay. I've been trying to give you some good jewels and gems over here. And I've been speaking strategically while doing so. So give your boy some credit. Oh, right on, Conscious Outlaw. TJ, welcome, welcome. My Lord. Them black lights are a beast. Also, think about it. Who was old enough to remember those glowworms? And you also know what the thing that's in those fire bugs, the lightning bugs or whatever, it's the luciferase. So they already know how to pick it up because luciferase is a natural enzyme. But you know, these people take everything and manipulate it to make it unnatural. So you know, and I mean, what are we talking about here? Anything with the name of Lucifer on it, they were going to go inquire about. Let's just keep it a buck. So, I wanted to show y'all that. Let me show you this. Let's see. Let me get on in here. Eesh. So, you know, with that, what I just showed you, you know, to me, it gives me the appearance of danger, right? Wouldn't that be safe to say that, hey, man, this is coming off kind of dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't push this on our people, especially person to person. You know, I'm all for what an individual decides. We are getting into a society where all of a sudden intolerance and discrimination is becoming okay again. Y'all better remember where this line of thinking ends, especially for black folks. You don't need to be taking part in nothing that they talking about at all. At all. You know? So let me oh, in other news, now I meant to mention this early. I meant to mention this early in the show. I'm glad I've seen this. Breaking news today is a federal appeals court has upheld the conviction and sentence of that murdering bastard white supremacist Dylan Roof. So no, he still gets to sit on death row. So, in breaking news today, Dylan Roof is still headed to death. How about that? All right. Let's get nitty gritty. So this is really interesting. We've had some recent developments as of late. And of course, we always know that the powers that be, they have their puppets. They definitely have their puppets. And right now we are going to check a puppet. Let's bring it on back. So, who remembers the original 7-Up man before Godfrey? Well, that's one Mr. Orlando Jones. He's been around for a minute. He's been on the scene. He's a veteran of Hollywood. And of course, this good brother over here is one Reza Islam. Well. This dude is in his feelings right now because, the community is kind of speaking against what he's talking about in this staged event that he tried to promote. So, without further ado, here you go.
Talking to me about the damn Tuskegee Institute, some mess happened a long time ago. Go get your shot, okay? Takes care of your people. She pregnant and she got the shot.
Yes.
Okay. How many babies you done had?
This my only.
This your first time? I done had 2. I can tell you everything you need to do. Came right out of here. Well, they didn't come out. They came out of those. Anyway, you don't need to know how they came out.
Yeah, I don't need to know.
You don't need to know.
Okay, let's
You don't need to know about my situation.
Miss
Bye, Jesus. Jesus said you need to get that shot.
video.
Talking to me about the damn Tuskegee Institute, some mess happened a long time ago.
Oh, Tuskegee. Remember I told you, it ain't about no Tuskegee. So, this thread here, I guess he didn't too much particularly like how people received what he said. So then he started doing a bunch of different type of things, which is not really all that good thing to be doing to a sister. Normally, I would see in situations like this, Black women looking to cancel someone. However, when these Black women aren't with the status quo or ski win or chucks and pearls, well then, all the camaraderie of the sister girls goes right out the window. So this man has been just going in and going in and going in. Let me see, let me see, where's this? Let me go out of here. Let me see if I can find it. So, okay, what y'all think about that video? And this is my moderator, Judah Queen, that he's going in at, if y'all didn't know. Oh, okay, yeah, here's one of these. So this is one of his responses to the sister. When I saw this, I was like, well, wow, this is really interesting. I mean, doesn't this to do something like this in any kind of reference to a Black woman? Oh my God. Yes. How about being smart enough to know when none of these issues are being solved on Twitter? How about your apathy and ignorance? How about you put down your phone and go help someone in your own community? That's what I've done for 30 plus years. This gift brings back Nova Monkey memories, huh? Oh, what a way to refer to black women. And this is the gift. I mean, you can see the blue check. This is him, is it not? I mean, this is cool. Where is the Cancel Orlando Jones crew? Where's to protect black women? I mean, because truth be told, I didn't see many of these black women coming to our sister's defense. I seen our black men. And, you know, rightfully so. How much of Deborah Jones, welcome. You know, yeah, big sigh, oh yellow. I mean, because that's how he's moving. Try Jesus, not me. I mean, he kind of was real arrogant with it too. Let me see if I can go through this story. I was shocked. I was like, wow. In how he's feeling, it's kind of interesting how he's going back and forth. Number one, with a black woman about how she feels about him pushing this on people. And he don't understand what the problem is. Let me see if I can find this. I'm like, dang, you know, super upset. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, so let's just go just to show you what time it is. Jason Black has said it many of times, many of times. So this is something that he retweeted on his page today, just as I'm going to his Twitter looking right now. Because not that Judah Queen could do it because he blocked her, but because that's what strong men, those strong alpha males do, you know. Oh, thank you, Speaker Pelosi, for meeting with the multiracial group from the Poor People's Campaign today. Our message is clear. Hold the line. Voting Rights Advancement Act and For the People Act cannot be separated from economic justice. $15 per hour wage. Hashtag hold the line. Minimum wage. When we've been talking about reparations, you idiot. What the hell minimum wage got to do with reparations? We can pay ourselves. You kidding me? Again, answer to reparations question is insurance for every offspring of this chattel slavery of America. Education. So what? Healthcare, education, and then you add the financial component. Then you also must put into place protected class. See, those are things that could be done. Your great, precious President Joe Biden could, with a stroke of a pen, make it happen. But you still busy pushing this shit on your people. This is more important? Hell, give me some money so I could buy my way to not be around sick motherfuckers. And I don't usually cuss on this program, but I just got to say it like I got to say it. Because that's some stupid shit. So we need to understand, we need to stop falling for the okie doke. What they say, banana in the tailpipe. Stop letting people tell you anything. If they have to throw out an entertainer, you should already be looking at it funny. Because we are more than entertainers. They don't ever throw scholars at us, throw doctors at us, throw professors at us. Nah, I mean, if we do see a professor, he's going to be on Team Boule. Let's not kid ourselves there. But yeah, that just goes to show where this dude Orlando Jones is. He's really down with the whole. I mean, jeez, dude. So yeah, be clear about his agenda. This is Orlando Jones. Orlando Jones is nothing more than a puppet. But let me tell you something. For him being able to, or so concerned about my moderator, he was so jilted. No, I don't believe so. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I definitely 100% believe that the pressure that the new black media is putting on these people's heads is just so much that they don't know what to do. So they're lashing out at every and anybody. And they see her, they know who's tied to who, so they take their chances and stabs. That's why. So when you start seeing them do stuff like this, what the hell she done to you? And not to mention, all she's doing is stating her position on her page. You don't have to respond. He took days to respond in the first place, by the way. Get going, Alpha Male. And here's a retweet of Stacey Abrams. Thank you thank you to all who made passage possible. Now it is up to senators to heed the calls for their constituents by passing both H.R. 4 and S1. What the hell ever happened to H.R. 40 and Lift Every Voice? Wasn't that I don't know. What happened? All right. Yeah. So they got the House to pass it. That still doesn't make it law. You know? Now, look at this dude. He's really going hard because black folks ain't feeling him. Now, instead of humbling yourself when you may have overshot yourself, that definitely should be done. You know, and that applies to a few different areas. Don't be a closet coveter. That means you're a closet pocket watcher. And if you're any of that, means you're a hater. Regardless of whatever you wrap it up and package it like, no, it just makes you a hater. Take it from the land of where the players roam. This the West Coast, so we can tell you what real game is. And that, my nigga, is hating. Anyway, I'm going to do one thing. Nova monkeys like you. But first, see, again, the whole Nova monkey thing. Why are black people monkeys? Why is this what he's going to? This is Orlando Jones' go-to, is to call black people monkeys? Who's that catering to? The same people that got him out there pushing that shit. Enough of this bugged out nigga. Anyway. What is a Nova monkey? I heard it's from like a TV show or something like that. Some kid show. I wouldn't know. Weirdo Creep. Yeah. You know, because that's Weirdo Creep. What a great way to put that, Silent D. Because he is. That's exactly what that is. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Judah Queen. Yes. Very much so. Black women stand up. Peace. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, well, we are about wrapping up here. I'll be back tomorrow and Friday. I'm not sure if Friday will be an afternoon or evening show yet. I like the evening. I do like the Friday evening. I like the vibe of that. So we'll see. Yes. Oh, Lord. Goody. So again, Orlando Jones is a chump and a sucker. He is a bought and paid for tap dancing, butter biscuit eating Sambo, and nobody should be believing or listening to anything he has to say. Go ahead and turn the other way when you see people like that coming. Because Bottom line is, he's getting a check to go do all of that. That's a staged event. Now y'all watching. He's doing all of this like Orlando Jones. Has somebody been checking for him recently? Or is maybe he's just trying to jump out there and hijack some of that Godfrey clout? So for the people who get the 7-Up guys confused. But the new black media, boy, we whipping heads out here. Okay, this is a small little platform, but even still, with it being small, you guys have almost got me to monetization. As small as it is. For y'all hate ghost watchers out there, will y'all please just like and subscribe to this channel and get it over with? Because my hours on views don't amount to my subscribers. I would appreciate for all of this hate watching y'all doing that y'all just go ahead and subscribe. I mean, at least you could be informed in the proper time to come and hate, right? You know, I wouldn't want to deprive you of your opportunity to come hate on me. Come hop up in the chat and come say something negative, you know? Oh, Lord. Y'all know. Bussy gang, y'all's crazy. Y'all are crazy. Oh, my Lord. So, you know, we got a lot coming at us. You know, anybody that's been fooling with me, y'all know what I've been talking about. We have been telling you that this chip is coming. The chip is here. And so they are working it to where you got this thing going, and then you got these people working in tandem with it. They putting up them black lights to make sure they could catch that Lucifer race on a mass scale. How many people going to be lighting up? What I want to see is the pictures of the jab going under them black lights. That is the video that need to be caught next. Because I want to see that. I want to see if people is lighting up when they walking under them things. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be something? Just walking down the street under them black lights and the person you walking with just light up. Bright green, bright fluorescent green. What? Can you imagine it? He just light up bright green. That'd be crazy. But I mean, shoot, you seen what her pen did? And she showed you out of the black light. So, hey, it's some interesting things headed our way, folks. Very, very interesting, y'all. So, with that being said, please like, share this broadcast. For all that are new, again, for all of you who have been watching and have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. I appreciate your views. I see that you guys stick around and watch for quite some time on these videos. So there's no reason not to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you don't miss anything. Because, you know, there are replays that you might want to watch. So be sure to take advantage of all of the opportunity to get all of this Okay, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I had to switch to a different device. Hopefully it's not too janky and too loud because I can't even hear myself now. So hopefully you can hear me. Okay. Okay. So they just cut this mic. I had to go to the camera mic. So with that being said, T. Clay, welcome, welcome. Hey, hey. You just caught the end of it, so you can come and get a little more, you can rewind it, come back and listen to your folks. With that being said, family, Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Let it fall and let us rise. Because they can't stand to have this truth coming out the way it do. Been listening? Good, great. Just giving some of that good old-fashioned information the Maranatha way. So, y'all can follow me on Instagram, beatzillapdx. You can follow me on Twitter, beatzillapdx. You can follow me on Facebook, beatzillapdx. And you can follow me on Melanated People at Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. Also on Patreon. Also on Patreon at Beatzilla PDX Official. Let me see, where else? Oh, also you can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And of course, you feel so inclined to put some money in the bucket, you could do so by donation at CashApp, $Beatzilla PDX. That's CashApp, $Beatzilla PDX. Every donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance, and thank you for those who have already given. Every bit counts and it helps and is a blessing. Peace and blessings be unto you. And with that being said, y'all know how we do, because we speak the truth around here. And, always want to make sure that is felt. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I'll be going out of this earth. For him I lie, for him I live, for him I die. So I would say, if you definitely follow the Most High, keep him first in your life. Keep your Creator first in your life, by all means. Love yourself. And don't doubt where your creative thoughts can take you. And for those who like to support this, that are of the melanin deficient capacity, still thank you. Thank you for your support as much as you can from the lane that you are in and the lane that we have all been given. And one more last part again, Orlando Jones, we've seen what he is. And we got to watch these old Negroes. With that being said, folks, I'm out of here. Shalom.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yes. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.